What's going on YouTube? Roxas the Torterra here, and today we are bringing you a PvP post-commentary showdown battle. I don't know why that made me laugh, but it rhymed. So basically one of my subscribers, Azure Daggers, told me that there's a way to basically like do PvPs, like a one-on-one with someone that you know, basically. So say you wanted to battle somebody on Showdown, you can by finding them in a room and setting it up. So we set it up and we faced each other. Actually, his name here is Tallmancherry, but I actually know Azure Daggers in real life. I didn't even know he knew I had a channel at one point. He told me a couple of months back that he saw my channel and whatnot, and I was like, oh snap, I didn't even know you knew that I was doing this. So it was pretty cool. He was a little mad at me because before I said I didn't really like Showdown at first, and then all he sees is me on YouTube doing a whole bunch of Showdown battles now. I'm like, well, I'm doing a whole bunch of Showdown battles because I don't have a capture card yet. So I was like, that's the only reason why. But honestly, I've grown to like Showdown a lot. Showdown's really fun. You can test teams out, and it actually pays off because you practice a lot with them. And then when you get into a Wi-Fi battle on like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and you use your team, you pretty much know how to use your team after that because you got to use it a lot, you know. So it's pretty cool. I wish they had a function like that in ORAS where you could like find people that want to battle constantly. Like they have to make a function, like a filter, where you could go to, and anytime you want to have a 6-on-6 battle, you can always have one, you know. That'd be cool if they had that. But anyway, Azure Daggers is a good friend of mine in real life. We went to high school together. He's a pretty cool guy. So he's still one of my friends up to now, even though we're out of high school. We still talk and stuff. So he told me how to do this. So I was like, ooh, let's try that. So I was like, I'm gonna put you on a channel. We're gonna do a PvP. You're gonna be the first PvP that I have. And I actually want to start doing that with some people, if anybody's interested, or like some of the PokeTubers that I'm part of in the channel with Team Sigma. Like they could come here and just settle down too and come here for a battle or two. It doesn't matter who wins or loses, obviously. We are playing like it's a Wi-Fi battle though, so I'm gonna put in effort. We're in the OU format still, so I am gonna put in effort. And Merry Christmas, by the way. I'm sorry you guys, I was just getting into the whole intro and stuff, but yeah, Merry Christmas to you guys. If you guys I hope you guys, if you guys don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays as well. I don't know what you guys celebrate, but Merry Christmas. I hope you guys had a good time. This was actually supposed to go up during the same week of Christmas, but let's just say though that everything didn't go as planned. I wound up being at my brother's house, and we were just having fun over there. I was there for Christmas Eve, then I left and went to hang out with my other fam afterwards. So yeah. It was crazy. I couldn't really record it in between those times. I wish I had, but it's okay now, I think. So this is gonna be our last battle, to be completely honest, with the Christmas team. I actually had a couple of Wi-Fi battles with one of my friends because he wanted to try out my Christmas team, wanted to see how what Christmas team I had. So he saw this team and we did pretty well with it. It was pretty fun. I won the battle, but he put up a really good fight. Usually he's like in between. He's a decent Wi-Fi battler. I'm decent. I'm saying I'm the greatest, but he's easy to out-predict sometimes. But not my opponent here. I'm not talking about my opponent here. I'm talking about another friend. He's easy to out-predict, but this time he did fairly well. So I'm glad that he's getting better at Wi-Fi battling and whatnot. But Azure Daggers, aka Tallmancherry over here, he's a pretty good battler too. His switch-ins are really interesting though. You'll see. I don't know. Maybe I overlook things sometimes, or maybe I over-predict. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're gonna get right into the battle. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, as I said before, because I had a Merry Christmas. I tried my best to enjoy my Christmas and whatnot. But yeah, so let's get right into this. So let's see. I start off with my Icebreaker. He goes into Ferrothorn. Tommy 2 tons. I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower, and he stays in. I'm like, really? He stayed in, and he goes down. So I was like, okay, that's a main threat. That's one of the biggest threats off the team. So I switch out because he has Gobble Gobble here. I go to my Ferrothorn, Mistletoe. He goes for the knockoff. I was like, not bad. Good play because he knocks out my leftovers. I then go for the switch because he has basically, he has okay, he goes for the U-turn here, but basically he has default. So I'm not gonna set up anything until a good second. And I'm also trying to avoid the Magnezone clutch to keep in. So he goes into his Strider, the Greninja, and I switch into Icebreaker, and I'm like, ooh, the Hydro Pump is resisted, but it's in the range, so it does a good amount. So I'm just like, alright, I'll go for the Hurricane. And I bopped the Greninja in one hit. I was like, I kind of expected to, but not really. So here comes download the Magnezone. I'm like, wait, it's not even Scarf. So I switch out. It's Air Balloon. So I switch out and go into my Hitmon top. He goes for the Hidden Power. It could have been Hidden Power Ice because he went for it on Noivern. I'm not completely sure. I go for the Toxic expecting to switch. He does not switch because he goes for a Volt Switch. But I thought I was actually slower. That's also why I went for the Toxic. So he goes into Melody to Gardevoir, and I'm just like, this might be Scarfed. Let me switch out of here because Gallade is on the team, and Gallade has to be the Mega. So I switch out and go into Mistletoe. He goes for the Moonblast, and I'm just like, okay, not bad. Then he switches out, goes into Neos to Gallade. I go for the Gyro Ball because I predict the switch. Well, not really predict the switch, but it's a good move overall to go for both. He goes for the Drain Punch and nearly kills me. He takes Iron Barb Recoil. I go for the Leech Seed, expecting him to switch at that time, but he went for the Drain Punch. I thought he would know that you could possibly get O-Code by Gyro Ball, so I could have knocked him out there. I switch to my Snow Fight to get the Intimidate off. He goes for Earthquake. I was like, whoa, Earthquake. He did that so he wouldn't have to touch Ferrothorn, so I was like, that's pretty smart. But I'm still taking Leech Seed damage, so I'm hoping for him to go for like a Drain Punch or something here. He goes for a Drain Punch, and of course I realized afterwards it's not enough because he gets HP back and then I die, so he doesn't take any Leech Seed recoil. I call it Leech Seed recoil, and so I go for the Protect there. I'm just like, I have to try and install this thing out because this thing is actually giving me a problem. Goes for the Drain Punch, I Protect on it. Leech Seed is going to take some of his HP, but he has 3 HP, so I switch out again. And I Intimidate his Neos. Neos is actually a reference to the Yu-Gi-Oh card, I'm sure. I love Neos, it's actually one of my favorite cards. It's my favorite franchise with Elemental Heroes and all that, but continuing, he goes for another Drain Punch. I'm just like, oh, he is putting work with this thing. So I'm just like, you know what, I had enough of this. I go into Feliz Navidad, and I go for the Giga Drain. I'm sure he knew I outsped, I'm not completely sure at the same time. So this probably marks the area where I start just like trying to sweep. So I go for the Scald there, does a good amount. I'm like, oh, I wish I one-shotted or got the burn. He goes for a T-Bolt, and I live. I go for the Scald. I was afraid that he would switch, so I was like, you know what, I'm not going to even go for the Giga Drain. I'm just going to go for the Scald, just to ensure the death. So he goes into Melody, and I go into Let It Snow. This was a real back and forth Wi-Fi battle here. It was like, I call this a Wi-Fi battle, I don't know what I'm calling it. It was a back and forth battle. So I go for the Scald, he goes for the Moonblast. He get a burn off, so I'm like, okay, I might actually wind up killing this thing, and my HP drops, and I'm like, I got the Scald. I go for the Scald in the rain, and I get a crit, and I was like, oh my god. The rain stops, goes into Gobble Gobble, and he goes for the Foul Play, knocking me out. I'm like, that's okay, because I'm going to finish up with my Mega Snowball. I'm like, this is a defensive set on the Gobble Gobble, so I go for the return, and it O-Codes right there. I was just like, what? How? I was just like, what? It's defensive. Anybody that runs Mandibuzz knows it's defensive. So, and I'm sure he was running a defensive one, but how the HP just dropped. I mean, Mandibuzz wasn't, like, taking into consideration, Mandibuzz wasn't at full health, but it just dropped from one return. This shows how powerful Mega Glalie is, and I'm glad I've actually got to use Mega Glalie so much. I've been using Mega Glalie a lot on Showdown, and I really feel like I gotta feel for it. I didn't really talk about it before when the demo had came out, but if you had seen me on Twitter, I was talking a lot about Mega Glalie. I was actually hoping for the demo we were getting Mega Glalie and not Mega Steelix, because I really wanted to use Mega Glalie. It's my favorite Hone Mega for some reason. I don't know why. It just is. Maybe because Snorunt could have possibly evolved into Froslass, who's from Sinnoh, so maybe I feel like it's still part of Sinnoh somehow, but not really. I don't know. I just love the design for Mega Glalie, and I'm just so hyped that I get to use it. I've actually been using it on ORAS as well, so anytime someone battles me during this time, oh god, I couldn't talk for a second. Anytime someone battles me during this time on Omega Ruby and Apple Sapphire, I will be using this team. So, because it is the Christmas team, but it's not like after Christmas I'm gonna stop using it. You know, I'm gonna keep using it. I'm probably gonna change the names back to like regular names or something, or I might keep it the same. But it's not over. Like December's not over yet, so I'm gonna keep using it until New Year's. I have a New Year's team as well. It's a really interesting team. I've played with it a couple of times actually on Showdown. It's a pretty good team. It's fun. It's pretty fast paced, but gotta make good plays with it. That team is interesting. But I'll save that for another time. But yeah, so this is the start of PvPs now. PvPs on the channel. So sometimes if I'm recording this today because I'm actually gonna go somewhere to grab another 3DS actually in a few minutes. Hopefully I get the 3DS that I want, and then I could just go send it off afterwards. I'm gonna send it off so they can install a capture card in it, and then I'll get it back in about 2 weeks from now. So it'll be awesome by the time I get it. I hope I get it at a good time so I can just start recording certain things, because I have so many ideas in mind, as I've been saying. Also, yeah, the battle basically. So yeah, I'm saying a lot because I had something in my head. I had something on my mind, but I can't I can't remember it now. But anyway, yeah, this is basically the start of PvPs. That's what I was gonna say. This is the start of PvPs on the channel. So don't worry, if you guys ever want to face me and you guys don't own X and Y or Omega Ruby now for Sapphire, just let me know and I'll just have a battle with you on Showdown. And you get to, because Showdown's pretty essential. You can make the team you want. You can use the Pokemon you want. You can use the sets you want, and that'll basically put you at your best. You know, you'll have IVs, EVs. You don't gotta worry about the training and all that. But it is fun to see them in your 3DS, and you guys already know if you have the game. It's really fun to do, just to click the choices of the moves and all that, and to see the imagery in that. You guys already know the animation in ORAS is amazing. So anyway, with that, this will be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this first PvP on my channel. This is just a commentary because I didn't record it live. Plus, I couldn't record it live at the time. I actually had to leave, so I had the battle with him, and then afterwards, I made sure I saved the battle and the replay number, and I left afterwards to wherever I was going that time. I think I was shopping again, for Christmas shopping for someone. But yeah. So anytime, you guys, I might have a live PvP eventually, with me just actually like talking like how I normally do when I have Showdown battles, you know. So that'll be cool. And if you guys have not checked out Team Sigma yet, that I am part of, please check out Team Sigma and check out all the PokeTubers who are involved in there. I actually have my own Showdown, series called Showdown Sundays or Sunday Showdowns. I don't remember how I named it, but you'll see it when you go on Team Sigma's channel. It's basically a culmination of just a little bit of Showdown battles. It's kind of like the ones I have here, but it's gonna be different now because I'm going to be using Bombers. He's a PokeTuber on Team Sigma's channel, and he has his own personal channel as well, so you check him out too. I'm gonna be using I'm actually gonna leave a link for his channel in the description below because he's pretty cool. I like some of his videos. His videos are kind of funny because he does random Wi-Fi battles on his not random Wi-Fi battles, but random battles on Showdown. He does random battles with the teams he gets, and then he just uses them, and they're pretty funny. I like how he uses them. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good battler. I like how he battles. So yeah, check him out. I'm gonna actually leave his channel description in the link below, and I'm gonna be using his teams from now on the channel, so it's gonna make things a lot more interesting because I'm gonna have to get used to the team that I'm using. So every week he makes a new team building. It's every other week or every week, I think he's gonna be making a team on Tuesdays on Team Sigma's channel. So team building Tuesdays. So I'm gonna actually be taking his teams and listening to his videos every Tuesday, and I'm going to make sure I understand how to use the team because he's building it from scratch, and I get to use the same exact set and put it on Showdown, and on Sundays you'll see me use his team. I don't know why the music stopped. I could care less. But actually I don't know why the music stopped, to be completely honest. But yeah. So basically with that, you basically have the chance to I get the chance to use a team I've never used before. Oh, there's the music, and I basically get the chance to use a team I never used before, and I don't know, it sounds fun and it's different. It's not going to be the exact same thing that's on my channel, so that differs now. It differs. It's just going to be a team that I use on my channel when I make my own team, and then there's going to be teams different every week. It's going to be a different team. You know how insane that is? He's going to be a different team every week. If he can make a team every week, that'll just be insane. He says because his first video for our team building, he said he made a team very fast, and I was like, he really did make a team pretty fast. So I was like, hey, every week if he does that, I can have a different team every week that I could show off on Sunday. Every Sunday I'll be using his teams, and his teams are gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna look up his second video. I don't know if I'm gonna use the team he built first. I know I'm definitely gonna watch the second video because I watched the first one already. I was like, that's an interesting setup. So I'm gonna do the second team that he made, and I'll probably go back to the first team he made as well and use it. So stay tuned for that on Team Sigma's channel, and make sure you go check out everybody on the channel because they're bringing crazy content. I love the start of I believe it's the Wonder Cup. Is it Wonder Cup? No, it's like a Wonder It's like a wonder battle. Yeah, it's a wonder battle. It's like you wonder trade stuff away. I think it's Dosmo who's doing that on the channel, Super Dosmo. Check him out too. He's doing some wonder trade battle thing on our Team Sigma's channel. Like you wonder trade, and then you get a whole team from that, and then you use them in a Wi-Fi battle. And he has people who joins on sometimes. So he faced himself for the first episode because I guess he didn't have anybody. But I hope that I could join that and then just be on there talking with him. It'll be pretty fun because I've never spoke with him, and it'll be cool just to get to know people who are part of the channel, you know. So with that, you guys already know what I'm going to say. Must got a like button, like an Infernape, and you already know Merry Christmas, because you know, just Merry Christmas punch. I don't know if there's a Merry Christmas punch that they can include in the Pokemon game, then I don't know. But yeah, must got a like button, like an Infernape, break it, destroy, do whatever you want with it. And if you are having a good Christmas, hit the like button. Don't hit the dislike button, because this is a time for giving and being with family and friends and enjoying the time you are having. And leave some comments in the section below telling me what you enjoyed about this video and how was your Christmas. Tell me how your Christmas was. I want you to tell me how your Christmas was. Don't just dodge my video. Don't watch it and then just not answer the question. Answer the question. I want to hear how your Christmas went. And if you want to ask me how my Christmas went, I'll tell you how my Christmas went as well. But yeah, with that, you guys already know. Subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe to Team Sigma. Check it out. Check out our channels. And if you have any friends that like Pokemon and you want them to check out this channel or Team Sigma channel, let them check it out. Tell them to check it out. We're trying to provide the best content we possibly can at the moment. We are all trying to get capture cards. I'm going to be getting my capture card very soon now, so I'm happy about that. So I cannot wait to start uploading with that. And that's probably going to bring a rise to a new LP as well, actually, when I get the capture card. So stay tuned. But with that, I'm out. Bye.